Hi, this is Rory Singh from the PowerhouseMarketer.com. Today I just wanted to talk about World Ventures. Okay. Before I go any further, I just got to let you know I'm not an affiliate, distributor, or rep from World Ventures trying to sponsor you or recruit you into this deal. Okay. I'm not also one of those people, who hate MLM and who are trying to hate on World Ventures. I think World Ventures is an okay company. They have it's a real company, good leadership, products, etc. Okay, I'm not here to bash them. I just want to talk about the FLYE card. Okay, the FLYE card. I'm seeing a lot of people going around, especially on Facebook, and some people even on YouTube, claiming that it's pretty easy. The FLYE card enables people to market and promote World Ventures and yourself, and to sign people up, etc., and that it's going to be super easy. Okay, even though I said that World Ventures is a good company and all that stuff, um, it doesn't mean that I'm just going to pretend that it's going to be an easy deal. If you're watching this video right now, then most likely you are a member of World Ventures, or you are a member of some other type of MLM deal, or you have some experience in the MLM industry, network marketing industry. Okay, now let me ask you a quick question. Are you successful right now? That's the first question I want to ask you. Second question I want to ask you is, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been into network marketing and trying to succeed? Very important question here. Okay, so the third question, based on the answers of the first question and the second question, third question, do you think that the FLYE card will make it easier for you, and that it's going to sign people up on autopilot because it's going to capture people's attention? If you stick it in your pocket, I got a pocket here, and if I go, to a fast food restaurant or the library, that, people are just going to be jumping out of the woodwork saying, "Holy smoke, what's that in your pocket?" Right? And since I asked you that third question, the fourth question I want to ask you is, do you have a FLYE card, and how long have you had it? And has it really proven that it sells itself? Maybe you made a sale or two on it, right? But based on the number of eyeballs that you've gotten on your FLYE card, does it really work? Does it really work? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say no. It doesn't really do what their company is claiming. It can be a conversation piece or an icebreaker to open up conversation. But still, the thing I don't like about World Ventures is they're still teaching outdated strategies. Warm market, build a list, family and friends, belly to belly. Some of you guys are okay with belly to belly, but here's the thing. The strategies that a lot of these MLM companies are teaching you guys, they're not working for the average person out there. We've got network marketers who have been in the game for maybe even 2 decades, still working a job, still punching a clock, still trading time for income. Okay, and they'll try something out like World Ventures for a while. Not saying that you can't succeed with World Ventures. You can, but you've got to be hardcore. You've got to follow their rules, and you've got to be the type of person, like a people person. You've got to be like the heavy hitters in World Ventures, who are not scared. They'll approach anyone. They'll approach a senior citizen in their parking lot. They'll come to your house and sell to your grandmother. They don't give a damn. Okay. Now, if you're like them, then you could do it. You could pull this off. Okay, because they don't care. They don't care. They've got this mentality. You get enough no's, they'll go through 10,000 no's to get one yes. They don't give a damn. But I'm going to go out on a limb here that I'm going to guess that the great majority of people who are in deals like World Ventures and other MLM companies are like myself. That your personality is not like those heavy-hitting marketers out there who don't give a damn, who will come and insult your grandmother if you don't do so. Okay. So what can you do with this information that I just shared with you? Well, if you're not getting the type of results that you want with your home-based business, then you're obviously doing something wrong. I'm not here trying to blame you, because a lot of companies know that their outdated training doesn't work, yet they keep teaching these training strategies because they figure the average rep can make a sale to Uncle Tom and maybe another sale to Aunt Becky, and maybe you might sign somebody up in the parking lot at the grocery store, maybe. So they figure the average rep maybe can get 2 or 3 sales at the most. And it works great for the company, because if you can have 100,000s or hundreds of thousands of network marketers all making 2 or 3 sales at the most, it makes a shit ton of money and profit for the company, but they have the average distributor failing hand over fist. Okay, so if you're watching this video right now, we're over 6 minutes now. So I'm guessing that part of you is agreeing with some of the stuff that I said here, or a lot of the stuff that I said here, or you wouldn't still be watching this video. So what can you do to turn things around? So I said, if you're not getting the type of results that you want, then you're doing something wrong. I'm not here trying to play the blame game like the network marketing companies do, because they want you to hit hard. They want you to hit your family and friends and whoever, like the heavy hitters are willing to do. And then if you can't do it, oh, it's your fault. It's your fault. I'm not here saying that to you today, but I am saying that you are doing something wrong. And what I mean by that is, most likely the thing that you're doing wrong is, if you have a personality type like mine who doesn't want to chase after people, chase after sales, then you got to stop doing what you're doing. Because there's a saying, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So if you are in World Ventures, as an example, and it's not working out because the training is not compatible with your personality type, and you quit it and you go look for another deal, and you try that out for a while and you find that that doesn't work, then the problem lies with you, in a sense that you keep trying to do something that doesn't work for yourself. So what can you do, right? Because you don't want to be insane and keep doing the same thing over and over. Joining a deal, or joining multiple deals, and getting the same freaking result happening. I'm not recruiting and sponsoring. You've got to become a sponsor and recruiter specialist, okay? But there's a better way to do this. And the way to do this is just like myself. I used to approach people, put out desperate energy to the marketplace, meaning anyone within a 3-foot rule. Get old school. I sold water filters door to door for an MLM company, sold skincare products, all kinds of different stuff. You name it, I've done it. And I failed miserably, okay? People would look at me and they would judge me. Maybe they judge you. Maybe you can relate to this, what I just said. They are judging you. And when you go face to face with people on the street, they just judge you immediately and they shut you down. They could feel that you need something. What you need is sales. You get enough of these sales below your belt, right? Under your belt, you can fire your boss, and it's got to be consistent. But the problem lies in when they see you approaching, they know that you're after something, and the first thing they want to do, unconsciously and even consciously, is shut you down. And the worst thing that you can do to yourself is to keep facing rejection over and over and over. A person keeps getting, after a while, you'll be like myself. You'll steal your own dream from yourself, because everywhere you go, you're going to expect people to say no to you. And you may join different things like I did, until I finally figured out this bullshit is not working. This bullshit's not going to work. It may work for him and her, the top 2 or 3% of the people in the company who don't give a damn, right? But it ain't working for me. Maybe you're saying stuff like that. I sure as hell was. I sure as hell did. So what did I do? I turned to the internet. I learned this thing called internet marketing. And it's amazing. The amazing thing about internet marketing is the very same people could be who I would have approached on the street, who would have judged me, um, would join my deal. It's crazy. They would never do it because you see, there's a big difference. I was going to say a small difference. There's a huge difference from marketing um, physically, especially if you don't feel in your heart. Something doesn't sit right in your heart because you feel like you're chasing and begging even. That's what I felt like, personally. I felt like I was begging for money because I wanted to make sales. I wanted to fire my boss, but I felt like, here's my hand here. And the thing is, when I came online, I learned this thing called attraction marketing as well as traffic and lead generation. Okay. And finally, I learned this thing called email marketing. Okay. I don't want to overwhelm some of you who are not familiar with the terms that I just said. It's not really that complex or difficult. It can even be easy, but it is a process to learn this stuff. And what I highly recommend for you, if you're like myself, you don't like going out there and chasing people down, and you would rather turn things around in your favor and have them coming to you instead of the other way around, then there is a way, my friend, and the way is a very powerful system. You have to learn from a system to do this. You can't learn on your own. So there's a very powerful system lower below this video. There's a link in the description. It was created by an old school network marketer who failed miserably. Okay, miserably. The guy's got quite a story, quite a character. Guy who was in construction for years, was an ex-drug addict. That may turn some of you guys off, but it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. People make mistakes in their life. He had a drug addiction issue when he was younger. Then finally, he came down on his knees in life, got some help from his father, and eventually turned things around because at that point in time he was willing to turn things around. His father let him stay at his place for a while. You can learn from himself, right from the horse's mouth, so to speak, because once you opt in lower below and you take the first step after that, you're going to meet the founder and you're going to see his story. Okay, and it's you can learn a thing or two from his story. You'll get entertained as well, but there is a lot of value in the video after you opt in below. But this guy, as I said, he turned things around. Father took him in. Eventually, he ended up as a construction worker. Next thing you know, he has wife and kid. Okay, then he's like looking at the world and strapped for time because I think he used to work like 60 hours a week at his construction job. He came online. Eventually, well, he didn't come online. Somebody invited him to a hotel meeting, right? Hotel meeting for some MLM deal, and then he was so hungry for freedom that he joined it. And he failed miserably. He went from deal to deal to deal, like maybe you are going through right now, and still not getting people to join him. He put up signs in front of his house. It didn't work. He put up a bigger signs in front of it, like billboards almost, in front of his little house. Didn't work. Eventually, he bought like magnets. He had an old beat up pickup truck. He put magnets on the side of his pickup truck. And that didn't work, right? Because he'd be driving down the road and pieces of his pickup truck, like the rust on it, would be breaking off into the traffic. And then they'd read a sign like, free yourself with a home-based business or something like that. And it just didn't work for him. Eventually, he came online. Like maybe you need to do this too. Come online right now and do something different instead of the same insane thing over and over, right? If you're not getting the results, because he sure as hell wasn't getting the results. And then he learned from a system like you need to learn from a system like the system lower below. He learned from another system from the past, but he learned the skill sets that you would need to learn right now. Okay, and he turned things around. Now he's a multi-millionaire, and he did it from leveraging the power of the internet, just like you do, my friend, right now. So you go lower below, click that link, do yourself a favor, see what we have to offer, and feel it out for yourself, and you're going to learn a thing or two. Again, my name is Rory Singh from the PowerhouseMarketer.com. Have yourself an awesome day now.